Welcome to another episode of the Unfolding Life podcast, where we discuss life and all its possibilities and responsibilities. We are your hosts, Gail,
and Shakir.
and today we have a very special guest, our friend Jewel. She is a graphic designer, a good friend of ours, and someone we consider, to have a certain amount of wisdom. We really wanted to get her opinion on today's topic. Speaking of which, today's topic is, drum roll please,
Bam, 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 bam.
are there any good men or women left in the world? Now, today we'll be discussing what makes a man a good man, what makes a woman a good woman, if there are any of these precious gems left in the world, and what the rest of us can do to improve. All right, so let's get right into it. Do you think that there are still good men and women left in the world?
um, yeah, a lot. I think what makes up everybody's interpretation of a good man or a good woman will be different.
Mm-hmm. True.
So it's just left as to what that person is looking for. But as we would say, every tick of the whole bush, that
That's true
you know,
because you can be, a good man or a good woman, and you put those two together, and just they're just not compatible.
right,
It will never work.
right.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you are looking for at a specific point in life, because as you grow, you're going to possibly want different things. You're going to want a man that probably does different things. You what you might have liked, or might have wanted in a man when you were 20 to 25, when you're 26 to 30, you're going to probably want a man that behaves
Completely different.
completely different. So it's up for interpretation, but there are a lot of good humans. There are a lot of good humans left in the world. So if there are a lot of good humans left in the world, there has to be a lot of good men and women for relationships.
Yeah, I
So
believe it
in my
too.
opinion, yeah,
So yeah, I do agree with that. Definitely. I think that a lot of people, because they're struggling, to find someone who meets their criteria, they blast, the opposite sex like, oh no, you're all terrible.
and don't get me wrong, a lot of us or
Uh-huh.
or or expectations for a person or for a significant other or for a man or for a woman is completely ridiculous.
Some of
Some of us have realistic expectations, but some of us um is ridiculous. I saw, I don't know if this correlates, but I was on the internet the other day, and this lady was saying she hates when a guy says, "Can you cook?" because can you build a house? And for me, I
Oh
don't
my
understand
God.
how that. I don't understand how that comes. How is that compatible at all? I don't get it. So some of us, some of us, our expectations are ridiculous. So yeah,
Oh boy. Okay. I guess it's like one of those. It's a house building kit. You know how they have those 1 minute meals or something like that. You just heat them up in the microwave. Apparently, there's some mechanism for you to build a house like that.
so what is this Ant Man where I can get a toy house and put a thing on it and it just blows up?
Yep. You
Oh
just
my
need
God.
pin
Probably,
pressure.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
You need pin
3D print
pressure.
a house. I don't know. Potentially. Don't
That
know.
that has to be what it is.
I don't know.
It's
But
ridiculous.
people do have unrealistic expectations. Like for real, people do have unrealistic expectations, and it's kind of sad, and it's the world that we live in today because of social media and all of these things. Like people start add on a lot of things to their expectations that they
Right,
themselves, if they get it, they don't even want.
Mm.
right. And it's both men and women,
No, it is. That's what I'm speaking
Both,
for. I'm not speaking
both
for
men and women.
a
Because
woman alone.
sometimes some of these things that me hear dudes ask for is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Like, so yeah,
Some guys say, "Oh, you know what? You expect a man to protect and provide. I'm not protecting and providing for you because you're not young, you're not pure." So apparently, after you get to the age of 25 or no, sorry, the cutoff point is 30. My
Yeah,
apologies.
it's 30.
30.
You're
When
old
you
and
get to,
beaten up.
right, you are now Smeagol
Huh.
from Lord of the Rings. You have no value, nothing to offer. So just go crawl into your hole. It's over.
That's what they're saying.
Right.
We're not
Oh,
saying that
I'm
if you're
not saying
30,
that.
no,
Okay,
you are of
guys.
no value.
I do not think so.
Right. So, as I said, a lot of us, men and women, we have a lot of stupid or unrealistic
unrealistic expectations.
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
You
I
know what
have.
else is? Oh, sorry, I don't want to interrupt
No,
you.
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
A lot of unrealistic relationship I think goals are there as well, because you see the people them post on
Mm,
social media, and after they
mm.
don't post those pictures, they're fighting. They don't even talk to each
Right.
other.
Yep.
Like, people look at those and, oh my god, like my partner is not doing this and that, and then it becomes a problem in the back of your head, and you annoy this person, and it's what you're looking at is not even real. So what are you
Right.
Exactly.
aspiring to?
Right.
Right.
For me, I don't ever look at anything that I see on the internet as aspiration. In terms of relationships,
Mm,
never.
No,
Even
no.
some of the things financially I look at with a grain of salt because a lot of these people are faking.
mm-hmm.
That's true.
And when I see people on the internet, I always say, because I've seen a lot of so-called celebrities and their quote unquote couple goals or relationship goals or and then 6 months down the line, divorce, filing
Yeah,
for divorce.
yes,
What's that word they normally use?
Oh, irreconcilable differences.
That.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
it's
of a sudden. All of a
all of a
sudden.
sudden.
Yeah.
And
All of a
then
dozen.
while they were in that relationship, they were coming out and saying how this person is perfect.
Yes.
He
And this,
does this for me.
whatever
He
it is.
he's amazing. He's so supportive. Oh my gosh, she's an amazing woman. I've never had a relationship like this before. And
And
6 months
then
down the road,
Hold on.
fast forward 6 months.
While saying some of these things, yes, the person can be amazing and stuff like that. But if you fake half of that, you are going to be unhappy.
exactly, you absolutely will be.
Yeah.
I feel like you said, that leads a lot of younger impressionable people into really terrible situations.
Yeah. It makes them
Yeah,
unhappy.
exactly. Because you can't attain what you're seeing on social media. They don't realize that even if you have a relationship that's even close to that, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of compromise, a lot of sacrifice. And it has to be on both sides, and they don't realize that, and they aren't willing to put in the work. The first minor inconvenience in a relationship, no, you're not the
But
one.
not only that, a lot of those people have been faking it for a long time. Have been faking it from the beginning. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of those marriages that you see are arranged. A lot
Mm.
of them, they're not real. A lot of relationships are not real for whatever reason it is, and you see it on the internet, and you are like, oh my god, he bought her a Tesla.
Oh my
This
God.
person down here who's not even making $1 million a year needs to buy me a Tesla.
Oh my
It's
god.
crazy.
Opening your feelings all of a sudden because he did not buy me a Tesla, or
Right.
she did not get me this that I see on the internet. It doesn't make any
Or a
sense.
Chanel bag or whatever it is. Not
It
even
doesn't
for the
make any
men.
sense.
Right. And
He
even for
can't
the
take me
men.
on this
Even for the
trip
men,
to
she
this
did not
exotic
buy me a
airplane.
PS5. So I mean, I need to leave her.
Listen.
Like,
Mm.
oh, that made no sense. How does it make any sense?
So that yeah, we need to a lot of us need to really look into ourselves, and a lot of us are looking for things from people that we can't even provide for ourselves,
Mm.
That's
Mm.
true.
which is crazy. I mean, I am here, and I mean, growing up, my mother always told me, you're supposed to be able to do a lot of things for yourself so that when you grow up, you don't need to depend on anyone. So, growing up, I've always known to do a lot of things: cook, clean, wash, everything, drive, everything. Um, and you have some of these men out here, they're like, oh, she's supposed to pay 50% of the bills, wash, cook, clean,
Or
and
she's
make
not a good woman.
make sure that I'm okay or she's not a good woman. No, we, we spoke about this on a previous podcast where we were saying that if a person is inside of in a relationship, right,
Hmm.
I feel like the duties inside of the house should be split evenly, not in terms of the finances, but like the actual duties inside of the house,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel like persons, if you're living with someone, the dishes is not solely your significant other responsibility.
That's true.
Washing the clothes is not solely that person's responsibility. I feel like everybody should chip in. Now, me personally, I'm a man, and I don't know about nobody else. But if I live going into the financial part of it, if I live with a woman, I don't really like if that woman contributes to anything. That's just me. I don't really ask for that. I normally um if she's in there, I normally try to take care of everything. And then if there's something and she wants to go and pay it, I don't mind, but I am going to be primarily responsible for everything. Right? No. Say all of this to say that. That is for persons who are in an actual relationship. I don't think a man should be taking up a woman from out of nowhere
Mm.
and just be solely responsible for all her bills.
No, it's true because I see these women on social media and they're saying, "Oh, you want to talk to me or you want this or whatever," and yet um you
You're not
can't
paying
pay
my
the
rent
bills.
and stuff like that.
Or
I
rent,
saw a video. I saw a video the
your
other day.
rent.
He was spoken to.
Exactly.
I
No,
hope it's the
he doesn't
same
know
video.
you.
I hope it's the same video that
It's
I
probably
saw.
the video with the model girl.
I don't know if she's a model.
Oh, I know the video you're talking
That
about.
that that
Is a
vi-
plus size model
that
girl.
video had me in a chokehold.
She says if the man, if she and the man are dating, not in a well, she said later on in the relationship the rent, but if you're dating,
Mhm.
then you have to pay for her hair because yes, she does have that natural wash and go look,
She needs to
but
buy her shampoo,
right, her butters and
all of
moisturizers and
these things.
conditioners are very expensive. You need to pay for her nails
Oh
because as a
Jesus.
model she keeps her nails up, every 2 weeks at least. No, you can have your standards. Everybody is entitled to their standards, but if you're expecting to just be casually dating someone, you're not in a relationship, you haven't spoken about it, he hasn't said, hey, babe, I want to do this for you, or this as a man, this is how I operate in a relationship. You haven't had that conversation.
But
You just decide, say, look here, I want you to do this for me. The man don't know you.
all right, so here's the thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate a bit
Okay.
because
Mhm.
for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a man should be with a woman or even speaking with. I don't think you should be solely responsible for a woman's um, bills.
Okay.
However, if she is in a situation where you know you can help that person and you're speaking to that person or you guys are dating or in a young relationship, I don't think you should shy away from helping that person. I think you should, even if it's a 2 month or 1 month relationship, I think you should help, not be responsible for. Man them, you need to help. Zin. So if you know that she is a good girl and she normally take care of things, um, she has rent and certain things. Nothing is wrong with extending an answer here. You know, this is lighten the load or whatever it is. Not saying you're supposed to take over all our bills, take over our rent, and none of that.
All right.
But I think we should help out.
Yeah, but you said two things there. You said in a 2 month relationship, not just
Not
dating,
just
just so
dating.
you.
See,
All
that's
right.
the thing. I don't know what is
And
So,
dating.
so,
dating is just getting to know each other. He hasn't claimed you, you haven't claimed him. You know how you decide, okay, this person, I'm not going to be dating anyone else. This person is the only person I'm focusing
See,
on
in
now.
Jamaica, dating does not exist.
oh my God. So hold on.
Dating does not.
As soon as we start going, like that's what it's considered. Is that what you're
For,
saying?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
to me,
saying.
because all right, to me,
Yeah.
once you start, you get a woman number, right, and you start, talk to her. I don't think there's ever a moment. I don't know if anybody else does it, but
Um,
I don't know if anybody does this where like you actually ask this person, okay, so do you want to be together? I think that just happens naturally to where you guys move on to
um,
another stage.
all right,
But
all
that's
right.
the thing.
Hold
It's
on,
like,
hold on. You see, to how the money are bright these days, you have to ask. You have to say, what are we, or where's this going? Because
mm,
you can be so-called dating a person thinking that you're with them for a couple of months, and it finally come to the spot where it's like, oh, I was seeing other people. I thought we were just chilling. No, for somebody for hear that after a couple of months, it's going to not go over as well. So I think you need to ask these questions like, what are we doing?
I think see that's the thing. I remember like even in you know me and Gail relationship, I don't think there was ever a moment that I asked if she had a man, and
You just about business. I'm sorry.
never really care. And she never really asked if I had a girl either. We just vibed and we cut. So I just don't ever think of we're dating. I just said, okay, I like this person. We're chilling, and then we it goes to more. We start going out more and more. So even in those stages where we were just going out, if she needed anything, you know. So that's what I'm saying. You know, just me still never responsible for her bills. I mean, like me never
mm.
pay her bills, and but if she
Sure.
needed anything, she get it.
He'd
And then at the
always
same
buy me lunch
time,
and things like that without me asking because I never expected it. But he decided to, hey, look, every time I went to lunch and he was there, he something there. I'd be putting up my card and his card would already be on there, on the counter, pushing it towards the cashier.
yeah.
Yeah,
So to each his own. So if you and somebody dating and they want to do something extra for you and stuff like that, no problem with that. The extent
right.
to which this girl was saying is that once you're interested in me and we need to go on a date, you need to like fess up
Right.
everything before we go on the first date. Like,
No,
Mm-hmm.
that is
remember,
crazy.
we don't
You
sit
need
down
to
and
give her
talk
been
as
there
yet.
too.
What?
We're not
Mm-hmm.
like in the same space as yet. Like, you just link me over the internet and say, you're nice. I would like to go out, stuff like that. The girl is
See
saying,
this?
you need to pay for my nails. You need to pay for my shampoo, my hair, and all these things before I go on the date. It
All
was
right.
insane.
So this is where we need to, because I know that I'm pretty sure that that video is something of this, American young
Mm.
lady, man. Them we not do that.
And disclaimer, I'm not bashing anybody because, as I said, to each his own. But
Each your
that
Right.
own.
video,
Right.
that video,
We're just giving our own
As
opinions here.
that yeah.
even me, I saw a video the other day on TikTok where
Hmm.
this girl, this video had me in such a
Oh, wait, guys. One a disclaimer before we go any further. So he said that I didn't ask if he had a girlfriend. It's not because I don't care like he didn't care. It's because I assumed that he would not approach me
Without
for a romantic
respect.
relationship. Exactly. He would not pursue me if he had a relationship,
you
Oh
right?
my
thought,
Right. In
god.
my naivety, I did not understand how, men in general operated.
right?
Right.
Okay, so you see, you could get catch.
Right,
All
same
right,
way. So, but thank God, never
Thank
get
God
here.
Shaquille is not that person.
Thank
right.
God.
You know, so the other day I was on TikTok and I saw this girl. She was saying that she don't feel like there were aspects of what she was saying that I agree with. But she had my blood pressure boiling through the video. She was saying that she don't. This is the part of her video that I actually accepted. She said she doesn't feel like if we're dating or if we're seeing each other, she should have to ask you for things. No, for that I agree. If a man and a woman are together, we won't always see everything, but I don't feel like you should know that your woman has certain things that are responsible for or might come up short on,
Or
and you
struggling.
don't are struggling with, and you
Yeah.
don't help. So I agree with that, but skip out a lot of what she said. She went off in a tangent, and she said basically she has her money, but she wants your money.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
okay? Is that how you
So
mean
she
it? Okay.
said
Oh.
She can more than afford to pay all her bills and
Mhm.
do whatever. But if you guys, if we are talking,
Mhm.
you are supposed to know that, hey, I gave her $200,000 last month. That $200,000 must run out by all of her bills by now. I need to give her another 200,000, right? She said she has. Quote. She literally said, "I have my money, but I want yours."
Okay then.
And my concept, my thing is, so okay, I'm going to work and slave. Yes, I'm pursuing you, but what do you do with your money? So I'm supposed to work and basically mind you, and you're going to do what? Because you're not going to be paying for here, because that's going to be my money. You're not going to pay your rent, because that's my money. You're not going to buy them to eat, that's my money. If you drive, that's the gas, my money. Service, my money. So what do you do with your money? You're going to save and save and save and save
She's
and
gonna save her money.
save your
Mm.
money,
Yeah,
yes,
she's
and
gonna
then
save her money and use
That's
yours.
what you're going to do with it, same.
so right. But this is my thing. What happens when the money dries up? Or relationship is just transactional. So
Hmm.
that
She moves
means
Yeah,
on to the next,
the person's like
where
that.
she
They
can
just need.
save some
She's looking
more.
for a sugar daddy, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
if she's
that's what she's
looking for
looking
a
for.
sugar daddy, just say that. Don't say relationship. Because that's what she said.
Well, well,
But she, I guess, a
is that a
lot of
very young
women will.
person?
I think
Um,
she looks young, but she's not. I don't think she's too young. I think she's around my age.
I think most of us confusing the terms these days. And people really looking for a sugar daddy and not a relationship.
mm,
I'm telling you,
Right?
people
yeah,
are looking
yeah.
for
Because
sugar daddy, sugar mommy, all of them things that not a relationship.
people want transactional ships,
Yeah,
Mm,
not relationships.
transaction ships.
I
that,
give you
that's true.
money.
That's true.
I give you money. I give I give you money. You give me a little attention and
Yeah,
repeat for the next
yeah.
6 months until you know we no longer speak to each other.
But can they handle what comes with that though? Because usually when you're in a genuine relationship, there's certain emotional support and all of that that you get from the man. Your sugar daddy might not give you that. He just wants some company and some sugar, and then he'll give you the money.
Right?
So
Yeah,
can they handle that?
but Gail, a lot of these persons who are making these claims that Shakira is talking about, they want
Mm.
the money and don't even want to see the man afterwards, and I like, yeah.
Well, that is true. I
So
guess they're
really
mixed
and truly,
feelings.
that's why I said they're mixing up the terms. Like we feel
Mm.
like these young people really are mix up these terms these days.
Yeah.
Off
Right.
topic for 1 second. I remember a couple of years ago, I was at I was out in Mobile, right? And I I was in my uniform shirt because my company shirt, and
Hmm.
a guy asked me, "Oh, you work for such and such?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "Are you a manager or supervisor?" I'm like, "No." Like, "You sure?" So I'm like, so it seems like because he saw that on my shirt, he was getting more and more interested, and he really wanted to know if I was in a higher up position. So I'm like, in
Mm-hmm.
all my years, do I look like a sugar mommy out there? No, honestly, he was so interested the whole night, like kept on asking me the same question. I'm like, yeah, I look like one sugar mommy. This is
I,
not a cute look. No, this not nice. This don't nice. I swear to
I feel
God.
I feel like it's the shirt mixed with the that kind of confidence that you have. You have that look. You have the RBF, and then you have that look about you. Like you know, I think a lot of older women have had to develop that from their youth into the age,
Oh
but
my
you have
God.
that naturally. So it's just like, yeah, man, nice little sugar mommy, and poor thing no know.
Poor
You
thing
know
don't
what?
know. But it was so amazing though. So I'm like, this is how people look at people out here. Like he kept on asking me like, are you a supervisor? Are you a manager? Like, what, sir? What are you saying?
Food saw an
But yeah,
opportunity.
Shaki.
Why not?
But yeah, people really looking for some transactional stuff these days out here.
They're looking for
It's not
help.
relationship. Yeah,
They're
it's
looking
really
for
help.
help. Hmm.
So I think
All
they're just
right.
mixing
So
up the terms.